Good morning. Beautiful day in Dublin, and today we're going to take a deep dive into the final fault and continue a conversation I started yesterday, where I spoke about the accepted narrative in classic rock and who were the great guitarists. So we're going to continue with a series conversations about guitarists we should be having. Today is a bit of a cult one. We're going to talk about Randy Holden. Now, that name might not be familiar to a lot of people, but the band he joined for the fourth album would be, and that's Blue Chair. The second half of the album, which you're hearing there, and a track I really love called Peace of Mind, is basically a Randy Holden solo album. He wrote all the tracks and he sang lead vocals, and he basically took over the band. And it's a great band by Blue Chair, or a great album I should say. I know people think the first album, and rightfully so, but this one as well worth checking out for Randy Holden's guitar playing. He then formed a band called Pt.2. Now this is a total proto-metal. It had a massive influence on stoner and psychedelic music, heavy psychedelic music. When the album came out, it completely flopped, and Randy Holden went bankrupt and lost all of his equipment, so he just left the music business. So there wasn't even any proof this album existed. Some people started to believe it was like a myth that record buyers would say to each other, "Have you heard Randy Holden's Population?" And it then started to appear on bootleg labels, and when it was officially re-released, it was rediscovered, and it definitely is stoner rock decades before Coyce or any of those bands came along. And he's still out there, he's 80, he gigs occasionally. Listen to that guitar solo, oh, beautiful. And after those 20 years, when it got re-released, he came back out into the music business and did the odd gig here and there. But this is a lost gem, as far as I'm concerned, in the tapestry of American proto-metal and early hard rock, and you should definitely check it out. So Randy Holden, Pt.2, and Randy Holden, the guitarist, are well worth checking out. And I would have a look at that Blue Chair album as well. Peace of Mind, that's playing there. The guitar solo is magnificent. So if you want more of this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bobo's Final Fault, at bobo.cone667. And until then, keep it final and keep it real.